Help me sing, help me sing, help me sing this morning.
Help me sing, help me sing, help me sing.
You're having a lot of pain, right?
Help me sing.
It means you're alive.
Father, help me sing.
Good morning to you wherever you are, whatever you're doing.
Your glory. Help me sing, help me sing. Sing how you came and you saved me. Help me sing, help me sing.
Good morning, Mary Ebanks and Mildred Smith. Good morning.
Sing how you saved
They're the first on the Facebook platform for the morning.
me. Sing, help me, Father.
Howdy do?
Sing, help me sing, help me sing.
Dr. Francis Martin, good morning to you, bro. How you doing?
Sing.
Thank you. Yeah. It's Thursday, the day before Good Friday, as we continue celebrating Holy Week. But what I'm going to do at this point is give you that health tip compliments Hills and Valley Pharmacy.
Put your word.
We continue looking at gastroenteritis.
You put
And this morning, the health tip is gastroenteritis is highly contagious, but it can be prevented by A. Washing your hands with soap and water before eating or handling food and after using the restroom.
sing, help me
B. Ensuring your food is thoroughly cooked and drinking water is properly decontaminated. And C. Being careful when helping people who may be vomiting.
sing, help me sing. Sing of your help
So that has been your
me sing, help
Hills and Valley Health Tip. Tomorrow morning, yes, Good Friday, I'll be here with you if the good Lord permits and all goes well.
me sing, help
I'll be asking the quiz. I'll be giving you the quiz, asking the question, and just like that, you can win yourself a prize. So let me reiterate this. Gastroenteritis is highly contagious, but it can be prevented by A. Washing your hands with soap and water before eating or handling food and after using the restroom. B. Ensuring your food is thoroughly cooked and drinking water is properly decontaminated. And C. Being careful when helping people who may be vomiting. That has been your health tip for the morning.
me sing it. Help me, Father, Father.
Yeah, coming around the dry season,
Help me sing.
and then the mango season creeping in right there.
Help me sing.
The school children are on vacation and they do all kinds of things, man. They play in the bushes, they wrestle on the ground, they do all sort of things.
Your sweet Holy Spirit.
And then their hands get in their mouth with other things and other things and other things, and then they become sick. They become ill.
The joy that it brings me.
Gastro.
Me sing, help me sing. Sing.
Yeah.
Comfort it brings me. Help me sing, help me sing.
So be careful. Wash your hands before eating.
Father,
Ensure that you wash your hands after using the washroom or the restroom. Ensure that your food is thoroughly cooked and the water is properly decontaminated. And be very careful when helping people who might be vomiting, because that's one of the ways it is spread. Remember, it is a highly contagious problem. Okay? Good. Nice. Okay, well, a few things this morning. I want to bring it to the public's attention. And I'm trying to find out why this thing is so much on the rise now. Pretty larceny. It has been brought to my attention that a bull, that's a male cattle, a black with a white spot, or let me get that correct. Let me get the description properly. So anybody coming to sell you beef or a cow or so at this time, I urge you to be very careful, okay? Be very careful. All right, it is, all right. A black with a white spot on the forehead that was stolen together with 2 rams. All right, three actually, 2 white and 1 gray. Okay, now a reward will be given to anyone having information on them. They were stolen in the Monlong area. You want to know who they belong to? They belong to Bishop George Fletcher, and that is not good. That is really, really not good. So anybody coming around offering you a bull, black with a white spot on the forehead, and 3 ram goats, bring it to the police attention. Call Bishop George Fletcher, 442-7895. Yeah, I mean, come on, man. You're not even supposed to take one, but you don't take one, you take 4 animals. I mean, come on, who does that? Come on. So anybody, anywhere, someone offers you these animals for sale, get to the police, or better yet, call Bishop Fletcher at 442-7895 right away. And as a matter of fact, he's offering a reward for anybody who has credible information on that. Come on. Who does that? I also have some more information to share with you. Let me see if I can pull it up here on my email. I tried forwarding it to the email, and unfortunately, no, it did not go there. But it has to do with the Westerhall New Testament Church of God celebrating its 5th anniversary. Well, we've got a big service on Sunday, the 14th of April at the church. That's the Westerhall New Testament Church of God, and it starts at 4 p.m. Be a part of it. There are also other activities. For example, there are split group discussions, right? And that's happening on Monday, the 15th of April from 7 p.m. There will be a men discussion being facilitated by Dr. Kenneth L. Hill, and the venue, of course, is Westerhall New Testament Church up the backyard. Also, we have a woman discussion facilitated by Lady Tracy Bonaparte, again at the Westerhall New Testament Church on the 1st floor. There's also a discussion for youth with the facilitator being Minister Marsha Pascal on the 2nd floor, the ground floor of the Westerhall New Testament Church of God, and also a children fun activity, Bible games and so forth, being facilitated by Sister Alison Green at the Westerhall New Testament Church and the top part, and that's on Monday the 15th. Okay, all right, so we also have on Tuesday the 16th of April, starting at 7 p.m. Constitution Night, being formed on Grenada's Constitution from an experienced lawyer. Okay, so it's all being, educated, right? And then we have the theme, Together We Stand, Together We Achieve. Okay, we have Pastor Laurie Dominic and preacher Bishop Philip Bonaparte, and that's on Wednesday. It starts at 7 p.m. Wednesday, 7 p.m., the Wednesday the 17th at the church. So be a part of all these activities. Ask the doctor. That's medical conversation that we will be having. We have a pediatrician will be there, an internal medicine specialist will also be there, a psychologist will be there, and that's on the 18th, Thursday the 18th, all starting at 7 p.m. So be a part. I'll be keeping you abreast with what's happening there. Okay, so I'll give you more information. 21 minutes on to 7 o'clock, reaching out and saying good morning to Alston Williams and family, originally from Apritut, but now residing in Grandans. Good meeting you yesterday. It's a pleasure, bro. Have a wonderful one. He says he looks at the program all the way from New York all the time. You see, we going places, we're a global village. Yeah, nice. Today is George Porgy Sherbim's birthday. Happy birthday to you, bro. Wish you long life, health, strength, and all that comes with it. Good, nice. Okay, good. The word of the day today, it is a verb. It is a doing word. That word today is flout. Flout. F-L-O-U-T. Now, to flout something, such as a law or rule, is to treat it with contemptuous disregard. A teenager flouting a curfew, for example, will not hide the fact that they are out past the time they are required to be home. Some curfew, you remember, it could be shot on sight, you know what I'm saying? So don't violate, don't flout the curfew, okay? Here's how we can use the word in a sentence. Again, let me spell it for you. F-L-O-U-T, flout. It is a verb, it is a doing word. And here's how we can use it. The court found that the company had continued to flout the law despite multiple warnings. Yeah, just violating it with disregard. You understand what I'm saying? Nice. Good morning to all the wonderful folks in Cafe. I had to change the, Nadisha, time to get somebody else to, give the thought of the day. You understand what I'm saying? All right. Yeah, we're not monopolizing this thing, okay? Nice. The thought of the day today, happiness, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. The happiness of your life, it depends upon the quality of your thoughts, what you think. Think happy thoughts. You understand what I'm saying? Don't stress on things that haven't happened as yet. All right, I am sure you heard me say it before. There are some folks who start worrying already. What would happen if I lose my job? You don't lose it yet. You understand? Don't stress about that. What happens when I retire and I don't have a salary coming in? That ain't happened yet. You understand? Make the requisite preparations, but don't worry about things that haven't happened as yet. You understand? You understand? Worrying about, I wonder if I go get on or if I get on. Papa, you already know, so don't try to find. 18 minutes on to 7 o'clock. Buzzing this morning, of course. The Maggie King of the Grill comes up on Saturday, May 4th. It's happening at the Progress Park in St. Andrew. Coming out, grillers and bartenders and so forth. Coming out. You know the kind of fun that we always have, right? Maggie King of the Grill. Saturday the 4th of May. Be a part of it, all right? Nice. What else is buzzing this morning? So many things are buzzing, yeah? There's the victims of the fire that took place in Shantimel on Tuesday. 17 of them have become homeless because of that dreadful fire. Well, they will be provided with housing facilities for at least 3 months while their homes are being reconstructed. That's good. That's quick. Yeah. I'm going to be a bit cantankerous here now. If the fire truck, they move as fast as how you build in the house, and them houses might have been saved, you know. Good morning to all the members of the RGPF. I'm just, I know what it's like. I know circumstances sometimes, and I do know that you do your best. So, just keep on doing your best. You won't always get it right. You won't always be satisfactory. You won't always get an A+. Sometimes you might fail. Circumstances, but I know you do your best. So kudos to the RGPF and keep on doing what you're doing and try to improve on it, okay? Inspector Leon McQueen, good morning to you and the family. Good morning to you and your team. Yeah, good morning. ACP Vanny Cohen and your team, good morning. ASP Batiste, good morning to you, Papi. How are you doing? Also buzzing, a state of emergency has been declared in parts of Belize because of crime. So it's not only Grenada. I tell you all that. I said something the other day and somebody reverted and rebutted and so forth. Grenada is still one of the safest places on earth. All right, Belize, certain parts of Belize had to be placed under state of emergency because of gang-related violence. We don't have that here now. You understand? And I'm certain that you heard of that container ship that, crashed a bridge in Baltimore. Well, the data recorder has been recovered, so they are going to find out what's been happening, the black box, for the ship. And the teams have started arriving for the 51st Carifta Games. Barbados is here, 31 of them. Trinidad is going to be here, 86 of them. Trinidad's supposed to be coming in today. When Jamaica and I'm coming, I'll give you that information as they become available, all right? Yep. All right, so folks, it's that time when we've got to take that break because we've got the AM edition of News, Sports, and the Weather. Before I do that, let me quickly see who's here with us. All right, Lydia Cameron, blessed Thursday morning to everyone in the Spice. Monica Mayros Williams, good morning, Mr. Joseph. Good morning, Mama Can. Yulin is there. Good morning, Gordon. Good morning to everyone. Happy Holy Thursday to all. Have a great day all the way from New York. Anika Reese, good morning. Good morning, Mr. Gordon. I love that gospel song. Good morning to all my Grenada family and friends. Enjoy your day and be safe. Love from the U.S. Yolan Swan. Good morning, Mr. Good morning, Grenada Caracopini Martini. Good morning and blessings to you, Mr. Joseph. Thank you very much. Sylvina Charles. Good morning, innocent. Blessed day to you and everyone else tuned in. Alexandra Velez. Good morning. Good morning, Grenada. Blessed Holy Thursday morning to all. Margaret Alexander says, good morning, Mr. Joseph and everyone on this program. Have a blessed day. Michelle Bernard says, good morning. Jerry Edwards, good morning, everyone. Rainy day in New York. Judy Ramden, good morning, my beautiful country Grenada. Happy Easter and God bless you all. Bernadette Robinson says, good morning, Mr. Joseph. Good morning, Grenada. Yulin says, so why people have to doing these things to the farmers, always stealing from, Any case, folks, Sylvie Lally, it says, good morning, Mr. Joseph. Enjoy your day. Thank you, and same to you, Sylvie. Jillian McIntyre is in the building. Ising, good morning. How you do? You good? I hope you're good, too. Anthony Fraser, good morning, GBN and Mr. Joseph. Greetings, a blessed day. Sandra Fraser is in the building. Maureen Toussaint, which one? All right, says, good morning to Grenada. Folks, we've got to do the news, all right? Those of you on the television platform, we've got a rebroadcast of last evening's television news. Stick and say. We've got the conversation this morning. I will be talking with Ms. Deb Eastwood as Swim Grenada comes to the fore. See you on the flip side of the news.
But when you need someone to help you to your feet, I'll be that beacon to your highest peak. Oh, I'll be right next to you, no, I will never leave. Come on, take my hands, we got everything we need. Cause you can look to me, yes, I can. Whenever you're in need, yes, you can. Just call on me and I'll be on my way. I'll be by your side, never to divide. The light that shines our way. Wherever you ride me, we'll make your dreams come true. Next side, next side, next side, next to you.
Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
Thanks for joining us. Top story. Despite encountering significant challenges, Ariza Credit Union is making commendable progress in restoring full services following a cyber attack that crippled its computerized systems on Sunday. Nisha Paul has this evening's top story.
Sunday's cyber attack prompted Ariza to implement extensive rectification measures, resulting in a complete disruption of all services on Monday and Tuesday. However, as the company works to rectify the situation, customers will have to exercise some more patience as the company has extended the duration needed to resolve the issues stemming from the cyber attack. Ariza has issued another service interruption notice explaining that it has become necessary to extend its system's downtime by another day for thorough verification, particularly focusing on processing payroll and ensuring the transfer of funds to member accounts during this time. Having yielded substantial advancements in reinstating full service over the last 2 days, the credit union aims to facilitate a limited service tomorrow, Thursday, at its automatic teller machines and point-of-sale services. According to Mervyn Lord, Chief Executive Officer, Ariza Credit Union, arrangements have also been made to open all branches on Saturday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m.
We invite you to connect with us via phone at 440-17159, WhatsApp on 534-1111, email at contactcenter@arizacu.com, or through our social media channel on Facebook and Instagram. We will continue to provide updates via social platforms and media outlet. We apologize for the inconvenience caused and deeply appreciate your patient, understanding, and unwavering support.
Ariza Credit Union reassures its customers of its unwavering commitment to resolving the situation promptly and ensuring the security of their financial assets.
We assure you that your deposits remain secure, and we are taking every measure to guarantee security of our system's infrastructure.
The Ariza service interruption underscores the pervasive threat of cyber attacks in the digital age and highlights the importance of robust cybersecurity measures for financial institutions. Reporting for GBN News, Nisha Paul.
Drivers in Grenada who have at least 5 years of driving experience now have the opportunity to upgrade to Class D without writing an examination. This follows the approval of the Road Traffic Amendment Bill 2024 in Parliament on Tuesday. More in this Rena Ped Thomas report.
In bringing the bill to Parliament, Prime Minister Dickon Mitchell explained that it will facilitate smoother transitions for qualified drivers who meet the specified criteria, contributing to enhanced efficiency and convenience in the licensing process. Under this new legislation, drivers with 5 years or more of driving experience now have the opportunity to upgrade their license to Class D without the need to undergo a written exam.
One, it addresses the opportunity for persons who hold, in effect, a B class, a C class, or C1 class license to be able to upgrade their license without sitting an exam by moving from B to D class, or from C to D class, or from C1 to D class if they have driven for more than 5 years in that particular class, and if they deem medically fit to continue driving.
One of the key provisions of the amendment is the lowering of the age requirement to obtain a Class D license from 25 to 18 years old, a move that is expected to foster youth, entrepreneurship, and job opportunities. By lowering the age threshold, the legislation seeks to empower young individuals to enter various sectors that may require driving larger vehicles or the specialized categories covered under Class D license.
When, small business owners who are electricians or plumbers or farmers find themselves where the employees have a private B-class license. They can drive a car, they can drive an SUV, but they can't drive the pickup to drop them in or to drop the equipment. And in many instances, the owner himself oftentimes has to be the driver, which takes away from his ability to actually do his own. In order to drive a D-class, the law currently says he must be 25 years old. Which, again, one of the challenges about youth unemployment is that oftentimes we create the barriers. If he's a young farmer, if he's a plumber, an electrician, if we send him to New Low and he's learned his craft, he's gotten a job, he's built himself up. I mean, you can't be an electrician without really having a pickup or some sort of minibus, or you're going to carry the trunking, the this, the that, etc.
The Prime Minister also stated that the next step is to have dialogue with other stakeholders such as insurance agencies.
Things we will have to work on as part of ensuring that can happen. We obviously will have to speak with the insurance industry because obviously that's one major stakeholder, because you'll appreciate that oftentimes insurance policies have restrictions on who can and who can't drive vehicles, the age at which they can and cannot drive specifically. I want to emphasize again, it's D-class license, so we are not applying this to, for example, passenger bus, public multi-service vehicles, because obviously you are dealing with increased risk.
This legislative development underscores the government's commitment to supporting youth skill development and economic advancement through progressive policy initiatives in the transportation sector. Rena Thomas, GBN News.
Well, in Parliament on Tuesday, Prime Minister and Minister for National Security Deacon Mitchell applauded members of the Royal Grenada Police Force for their efforts in combating gun violence. Rena Thomas has another report.
Noting that the Royal Grenada Police Force has confiscated a notable number of illicit guns from 2019 to the first quarter of 2024, Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell has commended the nation's officers for their dedication and success in addressing the issue of gun violence in Grenada. Speaking in Parliament on Tuesday, the Minister for National Security highlighted the significant strides made by the RGPF in combating illicit firearms.
The numbers almost tripled. So in 2022 we had 11. 2021 we had 4. 2020 we had 10. 2019 we had 13. So the total seizure over the period, Mr. Speaker, is 68. They range from 9mm pistols to Smith & Wesson's .40 pistols to the Glock 17 pistols, the Glock 23 pistols, the Taurus. I did not ask for the statistics for 2024 because we're only in March. But I can tell you, Mr. Speaker, that already in 2024, just based on periodic reports from the police, that the number is already 10 or 11 firearms that have been recovered. The Royal Grenada Police Force has devoted an enormous amount of time and effort to taking off the streets unlawful and illegal firearms.
The number of confiscated weapons underscores the ongoing efforts of law enforcement to remove dangerous weapons from circulation and enhance public safety. Prime Minister Mitchell also made reference to recent successful raids conducted by the RGPF across various parts of the island, resulting in the seizure of firearms.
One in Grandlands, 24 road area. 2 weeks later, they intercepted in Telescope. Less than a week ago, they intercepted in Fontenoy. So you see, your safety isn't after an event happens. By then you've lost. Your safety isn't after a shooting. Your safety is to prevent the shooting.
The Prime Minister further stated that the need to change the developing gun culture in Grenada should be a priority for everyone if we want to maintain a safe Grenada.
And we have to send the message that the gun culture, that the glorification of guns, the possession of guns, ammunition is not our values. It is not to be encouraged. It is not to be supported. The consequences are obvious.
The Prime Minister's remarks reflect government's commitment to addressing the root cause of gun violence and working collaboratively with law enforcement to ensure a safer future for Grenada. Rena Thomas, GBN News.
Other news, Grenada is buzzing with anticipation as it prepares to welcome athletes from across the Caribbean for the 2024 Carifta Games, set to take place at the Karani James Athletic Stadium over the Easter weekend. Nisha Peters tells us more.
The 3 days athletics meet promises thrills and competition of the highest caliber, as revealed in a press conference earlier today. Veda Victor Bruno, chairperson of the local organizing committee, expressed enthusiasm about Grenada hosting the games, emphasizing that Carifta is not just an event, but a celebration of sportsmanship and talent in the Caribbean region.
We want to know that later on, when we hear Aaron Moses from Jamaica, we would say, I was at the stadium when this guy was running the 400, You feel a part. Because at the Olympics, they would be there. Years after, they would be there. They start somewhere. And the starting ground is the Carifta Games. And so if we say that it is the best youth games in the world, we have to ensure that we provide a platform for the athletes to exhibit their talent.
Speaking at the press conference, Minister for Sports, Jonathan Lacrette, highlighted the significance of Carifta as a platform for athletes to gain global exposure.
Though each island that is going to be represented at the Carifta Games this year will bring with it its own demonstrated ability in track and field, our collective Caribbean prowess is placed on display as we compete in the true spirit of regionalism. Carifta therefore provides each participant with the opportunity to develop team spirit, an attitude of heroism, leadership adeptness, and socially cohesive skills, a well-crafted tapestry for global exposure.
Conrad Francis, president of the Grenada Athletics Association, echoes similar sentiments, stressing the importance of Carifta in nurturing the next generation of Caribbean athletes.
The Games is one of the best games in the world. It's not only because it has produced very outstanding athletes, but because it has a very high level of organization and a lot of work goes into the final product of the Games. So it has been very, very challenging for us.
As the countdown to Carifta 2024 continues, Grenada is poised to deliver a memorable and successful games, and excitement is palpable throughout Grenada and the wider Caribbean community. Over 700 athletes and officials from across the Caribbean are expected to descend upon Grenada for the Easter weekend. All eyes will be on the Kiani James Athletic Stadium as the stage is set for 3 days of intense competition, camaraderie, and Caribbean athleticism. Nisha Peters, GBN News.
We're back at Television Center. The 40-day period of Lent for Catholics, Anglicans, and even some Protestants is nearing its climax. But how significant is the observance for today's society? My colleague Christina John asks the questions.
Clyde Martin Harvey, Bishop of the Roman Catholic Diocese of St. George in Grenada, is of the opinion that the tradition of Lent is not dying in the true sense of the word, but rather a society of change that adapts differently.
Yeah, well, the problem is that you're dealing with a society in the midst of change, in the midst of deeper knowledge and all kinds of things, so that what you have is not so much traditions dying as much as traditions that people did not understand, right, coming to be understood in different ways. So that I hear people talking about Lent, but not as something that is a cultural reality into which you just fit, but as something where you have to be intentional about observing it. So you can't depend on the society anymore to observe Lent with you. You have to decide to observe it yourself. In that sense, the cultural traditions may be dying, but the personal, spiritual, and religious commitment is there still.
Bishop Harvey is of the opinion that the church has a responsibility, as a lot of young people don't know what Lent is all about.
That may be so as with all cultural traditions and religious traditions. But what we have now is, for the first time, there is a lot of competition, and competition from people who have no clear allegiance to any part of that tradition. A lot of the young people don't know what Lent is all about. So the church has a tremendous challenge of religious education, which it cannot deny. It has to take it up and take it up as the situation requires.
The church leader shared his thoughts on the recent spate in violence among young people, noting that the task at hand is finding out the root cause.
The one thing that I am very clear about is we do not panic We do not blame young people as if they're going to hell. What we have is, let's face it, in Grenada, it's a few young people who are doing things which we older people have not normally associated with young people or with Grenada. So we have the task of finding out why is this happening. Why is this happening, first of all, in our homes, and then why it may be happening in our schools, and then to address it. It is not going to be addressed by simply throwing your hands up in the air and saying what's happening. People have to begin the work in their homes, educating and helping their children to understand that some things are not to their benefit. For instance, the free and long-term use of social media. A phone that you have in your hand is as dangerous to you in some ways as a knife or a gun.
Lent spans 40 days from Ash Wednesday to Easter Sunday. Here are some of the activities still to come.
We have the usual Holy Week ceremonies. On Wednesday, we have the Mass of the Chrism at the Cathedral, to which we invite every Catholic, even if we don't have space for every Catholic. But it's a very important liturgy. It's one that everybody should attend at least once in their lifetime. At that Mass, we bless the sacred oils that are used for the sacramentals of the church, the sacraments of the church during the year. And then we have the celebration of the Lord's Supper. Every Holy Thursday at that supper, the priesthood was instituted. And the first Mass, as we understand the Mass, was celebrated. That is in your parish church everywhere. And then on Friday, and then the Saturday Vigil, all of these are things that are taking place in all the parish churches.
Christina John, GBN News.
Now, the Partnership Initiative for Sustainable Land Management will host the 6th High-Level Forum of Ministers responsible for the United Nations Convention to Combat Desertification in Grenada. Here's another report from Christina John.
The session will take place from April 11th to the 12th, 2024 at the Royalton Hotel. It will bring together ministers from 16 member states responsible for the implementation of the United Nations Convention to Combat Desertification for the Caribbean. United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization Sub-Regional Coordinator for the Caribbean, Dr. Renita Clark, is expected to deliver remarks at the forum. The event will commence with a gala and award ceremony where the United Nations Convention to Combat Desertification national focal points will be honored for their services to their countries and the region. During this time, the 3 sponsor countries, through their respective ministers responsible for the UNCCD, will sign the instrument that will bring PISLM into being as an intergovernmental organization in the Caribbean region. The objective of the ministerial working session is to guide the PISLM Executive Committee and the PISLM Secretariat in the rollout of the PISLM IPO. In this regard, ministers responsible for UNCCD would discuss how to promote sustainable land and sustainable soil management practices as a climate change adaptation strategy, identify areas of action and priorities moving forward, and explore the possibility for further collaboration. Grenada's Minister for Economic Development and Planning, Agriculture and Lands, Forestry, Marine Resources and Cooperatives, Lennox Andrew, has expressed his appreciation for Grenada being chosen as the venue for this historic milestone and to be the host of the region's first IGO office. He also reaffirms government's commitment to strengthening land management systems by hosting the 2024 Ministerial Council. The Partnership Initiative Initiative for Sustainable Land Management mission is to harmonize policies, provide innovative solutions and capacity building in collaboration with CSIDS, and meet their obligations for sustainable land management and soil health. Participating member states include Antigua and Barbuda, the Bahamas, Barbados, Belize, Dominica, Guyana, Haiti, Jamaica, St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Lucia, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Suriname, Trinidad and Tobago, Cuba, and host country, Grenada. Christina John, GBN News.
Key stakeholders in various sporting disciplines in Carriacou are championing the call for increased inclusion of sporting activities on the Sister Isles, especially focusing on involving people with disabilities. There is strong support for establishing a parish sports council aimed at structuring sporting and physical activities more effectively in Carriacou and Petite Martinique. A press release from the Ministry of Carriacou and Petite Martinique Affairs and Local Government highlighted the aspirations behind forming the Parish Sports Council, noting that one of the primary goals is to facilitate greater participation of athletes from the Sister Isles at the national level, while establishing mechanisms to support athletes dealing with mental health challenges. The initiative gained momentum during a recent consultation, which also deliberated on the election process for constituting the Parish Sports Council. We can tell you too, the scheduled date for the establishment of the council is April 15. All right, time to take a look at this evening's GBN ISAW. Stay with us.
A good eye captures all. GBN ISAW is brought to you by Clear Vision.
Our citizen journalist wished to share his view this evening. He is inviting our ISAW viewers to the north of the island to look out at the Welcome Stone in St. Patrick. We thank our citizen journalist for that submission. Send us your photo and video submissions via WhatsApp at 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
I'm a VIP. I'm a VIP.
I am a VIP. I am vaccinated. I am immunized. I am protected. Our children and nation depend on vaccination for immunization. Childhood vaccination is national priority. It is their protection from disease and sicknesses. Let's all be VIPs and safeguard our beautiful Grenada. I am DJ Blackstorm and I am a VIP health champion. Be a VIP like me.
Let's all be VIP champions.
A message from the Ministry of Health, Wellness and Religious Affairs. Be a VIP childhood vaccination and immunization campaign in collaboration with UNICEF and the Pan American Health Organization.
Are you looking for a reliable, affordable, and customer-friendly pharmacy? Look no further than Hills and Valley Pharmacy, the nation's leading healthcare products and services provider. We are committed to serving you at convenient locations. Find an extensive and affordable selection of prescription and over-the-counter drugs and medical supplies at Church Street, Hillsborough, Carriacou, Jubilee Street, Grenville, St. Andrew, near the bus terminal, and Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George. Our committed team is always available to offer valuable assistance for managing your health and wellness. Discover the additional benefits of our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street and our Medcare Center on Grenville Street, where we provide in-house physiotherapy, massage therapy, doctor consultations, and eye care services. Our commitment is to satisfy all your healthcare needs, including competitive prices, loyalty rewards, and special discounts for seniors. Contact us at 435-6904 and WhatsApp 535-4734. Choose Hills and Valley.
right, welcome viewers and listeners. Of course, it's the conversation, as I told you this morning. I've got with me my good friend. We've been doing this for how many years now? We've been doing this, Deb?
Well, we've been running the program for 10 years. This is an anniversary for us. But I think you and I have been talking for the last 4 or 5.
No, more than that. It has to be.
I think you're the one that also got us going for Birch Grove.
Of course.
You're the one that said, you said we
Mellows.
need to do balance.
Yeah.
Well, that's been at least 6 or 7.
Yeah, so
that's like pretty amazing.
Yeah.
I really
and I still can't swim. That's
I know.
fault.
We have to get you swimming.
Definitely. This time around,
You promise?
I promise. Definitely.
Okay.
Well, not just promise. I have to.
You do. You really do. It's time.
Yeah,
it's time. Every Grenadian needs to know how to swim. Everyone. Okay.
All right. So, folks, this is Debbie Eastwood. She is the coordinator for Swim Grenada, and as you heard her say this year, I'm saying we because I'm part of it, right? We're celebrating our 10th anniversary.
Yes.
And I noticed the program is expanding and expanding and expanding. How has it been?
It's been great. 10 years ago, we started with 11 locations, and we taught about 500 swimmers, and we were really happy with that. But this year, we'll have 18 locations and teach about 700 to 800 is the target, and it looks good. We have 500 signed up online already, so we should make those numbers. We're excited. Yeah.
So the response from the general public is great, right?
Yeah. No, it's good. I see more and more adults. I keep pushing adults. The last 3 years has been a real focus. Of course, we teach children, but so many parents bring their kids, and then they stand there for an hour and they don't know how to swim. And we keep saying, just get in the water. Here, you don't have to teach. You don't have to learn with your kids. We'll put you with an adult class, okay? And we'll put your kids with a kid class. And more and more are coming. I just love it.
Why do you think there's this grand push towards swimming now? Why?
What I do think is, like, when I first started the program, people were very, very afraid, and it was just something new. There's a culture, not just here, but in the Caribbean overall, that there's a fear of swimming. And I think as the years have gone by and people have seen the numbers that have come out and people have had their neighbors learn to swim, I see lots of adults telling their friends, oh, it's starting again. Here's the slip of paper. Call, sign up, And so that people know it's safe now. It's a good thing to do, whereas it used to be... I can't tell you how many times I used to hear the sea has no branches. That's a grandparent saying that I've heard so many times. It doesn't have branches, but our body is built to float. It is built. I know people think they can't. I know I can get you to float.
I could float.
You know to float.
Yeah,
okay.
I could float. Yeah.
All right. There are some people that don't
swim.
think they can, especially if they're big, solid men with like lots of muscle on them. It might be harder for them to float, but they can swim.
Okay.
They can.
All right. So you're at 18 locations this year.
18.
Including Carriacou and PD Martinique.
That is correct.
How do you manage that in terms of facilitators and so forth?
Yes, the only way I can manage it is by having good site supervisors who manage their area. So I spend a lot of time picking the right people, like adults, that know safety. Like I'll train them in lifeguarding and know their community. They know where they can get their resources. They're the ones that send me swim instructors for us to train, like on a higher level than just come and learn how to blow bubbles. Like we are running a program run by Natalie Regis, who's in the sports ministry. That runs for 6 months, 3 hours every Saturday. It's quite a commitment, but my site managers will send me people to put through that program, and there's a lot of dedication out there. Our goal, we're on a second round of goals. The first goal was to teach 8,000 children to swim. And it was children at the time, but then we changed our focus. This time, for the next 5 years, it's teach 10,000. But to me, that didn't excite me in terms of sustainability. What I want to do is train 100 certified level 2 swim instructors.
Okay.
Because the more you train, the more, like if something happens to me or whatever, I want it to be sustainable. I want the program to keep going. So we're teaching swim instructors how to run a business even. We've had one business start in St. David's.
Right.
It's called Straight Kicks, Catherine John. She started her own swim school, and that's what I want.
Okay. You're looking for the multiplier effect.
Exactly.
Okay. So in essence, Swim Grenada, when Swim Grenada comes around this time,
yes,
that's not just an event that just, it's an annual event and it pops up. Throughout the year, there is coordination and so forth going on, training and so forth in terms of preparation for the actual event.
Well, that and we have free swim lessons every Saturday at 10 locations. So not 18, because that's kind of a one-time shot and we try to reach out more to Grenada, but every Saturday there are swim lessons in different locations around Grenada. So like I run the one in Grand Anse, but my site supervisors, they run these other ones all around, and they are just marvelous people that pretty much run things on their own. I've trained them, I give them equipment, we work with them, but they run their own programs on Saturdays. And sometimes most programs are going at 9 a.m. on a Saturday morning, but like in Guave, they'll tell me, oh no, because our community does this on Saturday morning. That takes most of the youth, and we're going to do ours from 12 to 2. Okay. So I let them run their program. They they do more than just swimming. Some of them, like Catherine John and St. David's, they'll run little environmental things and beach cleanups. Okay. And
wow.
People do a lot for their community, and swimming is part of it.
Well, that augurs well, because with this new hotel in St. David now, their Six Senses are very big on sustainability and keeping the environment clean and so forth. So, Ms. John, you should touch base with Six Senses. There might be a way to collaborate.
Yes.
Because Six Senses is very big on sustainability of the environment, keeping the environment clean and so forth. Zero plastics, zero single-use plastics and everything like that. So that's a good collaboration. And she's
right there.
Yeah.
I love what St. David's has been doing lately. You can just see the growth going on.
You're seeing the difference, yeah. Six Senses.
Yeah.
Good. So, in terms of what's happening on Carriacou and Petit Martinique, the supervisor up there, are they natives from there?
Well, that's an interesting question. The one, Petit Martinique, yes, that's Irene Benjamin, and she's been running the programs for years, which is amazing with her sisters. Carriacou is the only place where I have like a collaboration. I do have a site supervisor, but there are a lot of people on the island that are I don't even know how to explain it. It's not one person running everything. It's like, because this person is got kids and this person steps in and this person steps in, but it's running really well, and it's all volunteers.
And it's efficient.
It has been. They've been doing a really good job there on that.
Wow.
So, yeah, it's interesting.
I mean, we're talking swimming, but it's just so important to note that how you can start something, and with the right energies and effort, how it can just expand and bloom. I mean, 10 years ago, did you see that happening today?
No, no, I had no idea. I mean, I just wanted to teach kids to swim. That was the vision, and God has a different plan. And that's one of the reasons I think it's gone so well, because I just listen, and when I pray, and things evolve, and people help. It's not me. It's like the communities, and there's lots of support from others, and I can't even tell you. Sometimes I'm overwhelmed by the amount of things that other people are doing for our program. We have 20 volunteers that just came. They're coming in from the U.S. starting on Sunday to help out with the program. The program is pretty much self-sustainable now. Like through COVID, we didn't have any volunteers from outside the island, but there are people that come because they see our website or they just want to help, and it's always nice to have that kind of energy come in.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now that the swimming has really, as you say, it's sustaining itself now.
It's getting there.
Do you think you have another pet project that you want to get involved in? No, because if you can spearhead something from that microscopic thought, and then it evolves into this grand thing, maybe you should touch something else.
No. Honestly.
All right,
well, if you look at it, okay, it's good. Like maybe we've taught 10,000. We've taught over 10,000 to swim, but that's only 10% of Grenada. Like really, if we went and did a survey right now, there's probably still 75 there's probably 75% of Grenadians that don't know how to swim, even with the impact. So there's always more that we're going to be able to do. And you know, I see this as a passion I have here in Grenada, and this is my home. This is where my husband and I are, and we're staying. And I'm happy to stay. I find when I stay focused on something like that, rather than, I mean, there are other little things. We're doing stuff with the Grenada Down Syndrome Association. They just had a whole event this weekend. I'm happy to do stuff like that here on the island, but some people have said, can you do this, you know, in other islands? And I'm not leaving Grenada. There's too much here to do in Grenada. With other things. And the thing is, with other programs, a lot of times you can bring in a swimming component. If you're working with Reach Within and some of these other organizations, you just make swimming part of whatever their program is.
Yeah, it could be incorporated in a multiplicity of other things.
Right.
You have this free swimming sessions every Saturday. What are the locations?
Yes. Okay. Let's start at the top. So we're going to go to Satez. Satez Telescope is at Telescope Beach, and then you come down and there's Cabillé at Crowshoe. There's Grenada Marine at Corinth, and then you come down to BBC Beach. Then there's 3 on Grand Anse, so Umbrellas, Cameron Park, the Catholic Church, and then we go back up the west side, and you have Grand Mall, Waltham Beach. I'm missing one in there. Grand Mall, Guave, Waltham Beach. So literally, and then in the middle we have Birch Grove, we have Mellows. And literally, I feel like anybody can get to a beach in 20 minutes somehow.
Yeah, Grenada is small.
Yeah. So, and then as we mentioned, Petit Martinique and Carriacou. So a lot of places. If anybody wants to learn to swim, there is no excuse that they cannot learn to swim. That's basically it. I mean, there's still people that are fearful, and we understand, but we challenge you to meet that fear, you know, and just grow yourself by learning a new life skill. Because once you learn to float, nobody can take that away from you. Yeah. You can go and enjoy floating in the river or the beach anytime you go.
You can jump out from a boat if you feel like.
Yes, the whole drowning and safety thing, that's important too.
And besides the safety aspect of it, swimming is also a very healthy exercise.
Yes. It's the best sport for anybody because it uses all the muscles and it's low impact, if any. It's no impact or low impact, but it's a very good sport, exercise for seniors in particular, and you'll see them out at the beach. And we're teaching 80-year-olds. So, again, you can come. You can say, I'm too old to learn to swim. That's not true. Yeah. And on Saturdays, again, if there's any reason you can't make it for the week, you should actually come out on a Saturday. Down on Grand Anse in front of Umbrellas at 9 a.m. In fact, we'll have it this Saturday, even though the swim week's coming up. We have anywhere from like 50 to 90 people show up every Saturday down in front of Umbrellas to learn. And we have an amazing adult class. We have this woman named Sandra Patrick, she's been doing this for years and loves it, and the adults love her. We don't do any advertising for that adult class, and that has grown and grown to maybe 30 people come on a Saturday. We have a 9 o'clock class and a 10 o'clock class.
Okay. Yeah. Wow. Someone says, Muriel White says, I love the fact that your swim guest is giving honor to God. Mm-hmm. As a pastor, I will definitely promote the program. We are pastors in the Brooklyn, New York, and the pastors in the Calvini Community Center, Open Bible International. So,
wow.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. Well, it is God. You know, somebody said, how do you do, yesterday they said, how do you do this program alone? I'm like, I'm not alone. There's no way I'm alone, you know, and there's so much supporting.
Your faith is so deep.
My faith is deep. No, very deep. Okay. Very deep.
Yeah. Gloria Lambert says, good morning. God bless you, Miss Deb. Keep up the good job. I learned to swim with you. Thank you. You are Grenadian now.
Yes. Thank you. I am Grenadian.
All right. We know for a fact that although the program is self-sustainable now, but there must be, you know, people from the business community who's been supporting it. There must be some businesses, and I'll give you the opportunity to give them their credits at this time.
Yes, thank you. Silver Sands is helping us right now. Okay, we're calling this the Silver Sands National Learn to Swim Week. But even though I get major supporters, I always have these little people that support every single year. Give $1,000 or give $2,000. It costs about $30,000 to run the program each time we do it. We have one at Easter, and then we have one in July. and most of the money goes to, we have over like 100 swim instructors that aren't volunteers that we've brought up and we've trained them, and they don't make much money. They get 10 EC an hour. But if you take 100 instructors for this week and they teach for 20 hours, because there's 4 hours a day, that's $20,000 right there. Yeah. Like the bulk, because they should get something. It's barely bus money for some of them. Everybody does this because they have a love of the program. Then nobody does it for money, but it still costs $20,000 to have 100 instructors. At all these different locations. Even if it's
just a stipend, they get.
Yes, that's what it is. So anyway, Silver Sands is doing the major part, and people like the Fish House and Budget Marine and Marine Spice. The marinas help, like Laura and Jason Fletcher out at Grenada Marine. They've had a site. They've had a site since we started. Laura's on our board, and they've got a Saturday site. So it's these people that invest in their community and then help. And then Republic Bank started us, for 8 years. I can never not thank Republic Bank, even they're not the sponsor this time, but I love Republic Bank. And also Sandals has been amazing because they run our development program, this program that goes every Saturday for 3 hours for 6 months to train the instructors and get them certified. They fund that program. So we have lots of community businesses that are helping out. Waggy Tea is always giving us tents and giving us tables, and I get short on something and I can pick up the phone and
just call Wayne.
Yeah, or I called Glenelg last night because I was short a tent, and they're all over it. They're like, and here's some water, and it's just the community is amazing. I appreciate everyone that just jumps in and supports because. Yeah, it's all funded, through your support. We don't make any money doing this. Right. We just
someone wants to get to the program. Let's get. Yeah. Good morning, caller.
Yes, good morning. Couple of issues. I want to suggest that in the Learn to Swim program that they do due diligence in selecting the people who are teaching how to swim. Because just because you know how to swim yourself does not mean that you know how to teach others how to swim. And I have found that a lot, especially in the Good Hope pool, Learning to Swim. The people who are there teaching others to swim are not they are not proficient in knowing how to teach to swim, even if they are swimmers. There is a skill to swim, and you have to know how to teach others to swim. Also, the lifeguards. I have noticed the lifeguards on the beach, especially at Bartway. They are hiding up in the tower. They are on their cell phones. Their heads are down. They are walking up and down, chit-chatting, and they are not paying attention to the waters. Please, the lifeguards need to be vigilant. They need their eyes are on the water. You are not supposed to be hiding in the shade. You are not supposed to be on your cell phones. Your heads are not supposed to be down. So could we please have more vigilant lifeguards, not just for Easter, not just for the holidays, at all times. Thank you very much.
Thank you, caller.
Yeah, no, that's good input. I appreciate that. It's a little hard to manage Bathway in particular, but everything you said is correct. Everything you said is right, and I take it to heart. For the most part, so there's two issues you were talking about. One is the proficiency of the swim instructors. When we do a week like this, they're not all the certified level 2 trained swimmers. Again, remember, we're running this on no money, so it's not like we can hire people at I pay them $10 an hour, and if Grenfin's paying swim coaches, they're going to pay them $35 an hour, and we don't have any budget for that. For the most part, the people that are a little bit newer are they're given the younger kids because mostly we're trying to get them used to the water and comfortable with the water. And so we do the best that we can in terms of that. But I would love to have more trained swim instructors at better levels. I'm sorry your experience has been that way. I know that I've gotten lots of good feedback, but that doesn't mean we can't do better. And I totally appreciate what you said about the lifeguards, and I'm going to be talking especially to the Bathway lifeguards about this.
Okay.
Thanks.
All right, Deb, we've exhausted our time. I'll give you 30 seconds to wrap up.
Oh, thank you. I wish everybody a blessed Easter. I would say this, to please be vigilant watching your kids. The beaches are going to be super crowded in the next few days. And the biggest concern we do have as lifeguards is that we'll see a 4-year-old or a 5-year-old along the beach, playing in the water, but no adult around anywhere. And we'll ask them, and they'll say, "Oh, where's Mommy? Mommy's up there." And, there's like a group of 6 or 8 or else they're on their, they're just whatever. So
need to be vigilant.
Parents, be vigilant, please. Because we cannot be everywhere. Even when I have my best lifeguards on it, we cannot cover that whole Grand Anse Beach. So, yes, that's my final words.
Final, just a reiteration. What date does the Swim Grenada start?
Yes, let me give the info. So it starts on Tuesday. It's 2 p.m., 3 p.m., 4 p.m., or 5 p.m. You can sign up by going to getgrenadaswimming.com. That's getgrenadaswimming.com, and there's a register button. You just click on that, and then you can pick any of the 18 locations, and you can pick the time, 2, 3, 4, or 5, and then you're all set.
And what's the cost?
It's free.
Okay. I just wanted you to say that.
Yes. No. Thank you, Gordon.
All right, folks. You heard it. So Grenada gets swimming, and I am not missing out this time.
Okay, that's great.
I am not missing out this time, okay? I will be swimming this time.
Good, Gordon.
All right. Folks, we take a break. We'll be back after these messages. Thank you, Deb, as always.
Thank you.
High five.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll be back after these messages. Don't you go anywhere.
All right.
Join us as we celebrate Get Grenada Swimming's 10th anniversary. Dive into a world of adventure and discovery from the 2nd to the 6th of April 2024 between 2 p.m. and 6 p.m. Get Grenada Swimming is offering swim lessons for children 5 years and older and adults as well. There are swim lessons being offered in all parishes in Grenada, Carriacou and Petit Martinique. Each lesson lasts for 1 hour. We have instructors eager to teach you. Swimming is not just a skill. It is a gateway to confidence, fun, and a healthier lifestyle. Our lessons are designed to welcome all, from beginners to those looking to improve their strokes. All lessons are free. Register today via www.getgrenadaswimming.com.
On Saturday, May 4th, there will be a shift on the island as the biggest grilling fest in Grenada moves to the big parish. The Maggie King of the Grill competition is at Progress Park, St. Andrew. Come taste the most sumptuous creations from the grill as top chefs and food enthusiasts showcase their culinary skills. Maggie King of the Grill is a festival like no other with live soca music, fun attractions, and games for the entire family. Then from 6 p.m., get a chance to win up to $5,000 cash and bingo. Interested vendors and grillers should call 456-3454 to register before March 31st. It's the Maggie King of the Grill competition at Progress Park, St. Andrew. Gates open from 12 noon. Bring your appetite and stay tuned to this station for more details.
Grenada, get ready for the biggest live concert event of the year, Digicel Reggae Fest. Saturday, April 6th, National Stadium. Performing in Grenada for the first time in decades, the Wild Apache Supercast.
Sometimes some of them are rally back. We are road boy, you tell me not take back na chat.
The versatile Busy Signal. Hitmaker Romain Virgo. The pure energy of Anthony B.
Nobody want to plant the calm. Everybody wants to.
Live from London, Maxi Priest.
Oh, baby, baby, it's a wild world.
The strong one, Etana.
But I'm not afraid.
with our very own Jefferson Ramirez and more. 7 amazing performers, one big stage, one night only. Saturday, April 6th, National Stadium. Get your early bird tickets now for only $120. VIP $500, limited VVIP $800 at advertised outlets or online at gotofed.com.
From the fertile heart of Grenada to the far reaches of the globe, Ram's Supermarket brings together the best of both worlds. Savor the freshest locally sourced produce from our trusted Grenadian farmers and explore a curated selection of top quality international favorites. Experience a shopping journey where warmth meets a world of flavors and affordability meets premium quality. At Rams, we welcome everyone to discover the joy of global and local culinary delights. Nestled in Sugar Mill, Grand Anse, we are open all week to offer you a taste of home and beyond. Ram's Supermarket, where our family, community, and the world come together. We are the good food people.
Are you looking for a reliable, affordable, and customer-friendly pharmacy? Look no further than Hills and Valley Pharmacy, the nation's leading healthcare products and services provider. We are committed to serving you at convenient locations. Find an extensive and affordable selection of prescription and over-the-counter drugs and medical supplies at Church Street, Hillsborough, Carriacou, Jubilee Street, Grenville, St. Andrew, near the bus terminal, and Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George. Our committed team is always available to offer valuable assistance for managing your health and wellness. Discover the additional benefits of our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street and our Medcare Center on Grenville Street, where we provide in-house physiotherapy, massage therapy, doctor consultations, and eye care services. Our commitment is to satisfy all your healthcare needs, including competitive prices, loyalty rewards, and special discounts for seniors. Contact us at 435-6904 and WhatsApp 535-4734. Choose Hills and Valley Pharmacy. Remember, your health is our business.
Grenada for decades. We are the #1 and largest electrical supplier.
Hi, welcome to Sun Electrical. How may I help?
We offer electrical wire and accessories, tools, and appliances for all residential, commercial, and industrial applications, which is what we are known for. And we expanded our products with new innovative ways to modernize your home. New homeowners will be captivated in our lighting showrooms.
Some more pendant lights here. These are very multifunctional because they can work for kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms.
We have a wide selection of lighting, ranging from indoor to outdoor and solar. We are also available for site visit services to assist you with selecting the perfect light for your forever home. We are located at Dusty Highway in Grand Anse, St. George. Sudden Electrical. Best value, expert advice, quality products. We hope to see you soon.
Welcome back, viewers and listeners, to the conversation. Of course, once again, want to say a very special thank you to Deb for, dropping by this morning and, giving us an update as to Swim Grenada 2024. 10 years. Could you imagine that? Good morning, caller.
Yes, good morning to you, Gordon, and how are you today?
I am alive and thankful, most importantly.
Have a great day. No, I listened to that program there. That's a good program. Wonderful program, and that's the reason why you see there is a need for upgrading all the beaches of the East Coast, beautiful beaches. One of the beaches I would like them to look at is the Malmont Bay. That road needs some upgrade now. We did this road earlier on, but it needs some upgrade. This beach is one of the most comfortable beach for teaching people to swim because it is very shallow. There is no huge wave to toss you here and toss you there, and the least chance of people being affected there in terms of drowning. So I think they should look at that beach. But my thing is to upgrade all the beaches, put roads, water, electricity on all the beaches, so that all the beaches could be used simultaneously. Yeah. Okay. I want to move in another area, which is I heard the government, through the parliament, was saying about the resumption of the public works. That is a wonderful and welcome initiative. It is long overdue, and for those who are saying it's going to create problem, no. It will get away from what you call many wasteful international projects where we have to have counterpart funding and what you call you have this where you have to do all of the study and so forth. So you're going to cut costs there. And we have the expertise to do any road in Grenada. Once we have our equipment, we can use our own engineers to do our own, with whatever funds we have. So I think the government should move speedily in that area. It will create more jobs for the private sector. The fear that some people have that, okay, you're going to interfere with some of the private. No. It's going to create more jobs from them because government will now have the starter equipment and then the finishers, where people come in and hire the private people to do certain work, construction, etc. That will be ready for available. So I think the government should move speedily to purchasing their own equipment so we could use our own funds to do those local projects.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Have a good one. There's a comment here from WhatsApp or WhatsApp platform. Let me just read it. I'm going to paraphrase it to be safe. All right. Good morning, Mr. Innocent, Diaspora World. There's a contracted group that is responsible for the concrete road through La Pastora. It's been over 2 months since we have been paid. This long holiday weekend, we the workers have down tools because they don't know when we will be paid. I am sending this out because it's not fair on us not having money for the weekend. Well, not just for the weekend. I mean, if you work, you're expected to be paid. Not just for the weekend. Let's go back to the telephone line and say good morning.
Sir, good morning.
Welcome. I am alive.
The swimming thing, don't go Grenada is a place where people want to be careful when being Grenada's boss. You see, look by the hotel. You have some sun, is high up in the sky, and it's funny, it's very deep water. If you when the wave break, when you come, you can't come up above the sand. It stay below it and it go bubble and it's a two space one bit. Lower down cover and park and then lower down the region is more better because the wave come right through and show. But along certain part in the Bernard Beach, the sand is high up, so the wave and coming up a show. It stained and it got bubble and kill you. And I don't know the reason why parents leaving the children go. Carrying children on the beach with them. And they must tree and many people business, talking people business on the beach and they look for their children and next day children jong on the beach and things. Right. Like carelessness. Okay. But the man takes somebody's, I think last year, somebody tried and go and be on the beach and the person, the child die and in the hand and things and even know about that in any case, Now, the fire was taking place in Grenada right now, Fire for the longest while and house and thing and getting saved and things. I thought came into my head yesterday when I heard about the fire for the past and thing. Now, if the government could get some place and things, build some area along in certain villages, get a hydrant up, and you have about a 2,000 feet hose in that area. You have no fire brigade, you have no hose in that area. So, if in case you have fire in that area, at the moment, the person who train and who they have a key to unlock the place to get this system and whatnot, keep it running. You could run in all villages in any case, But they won't with a fire brigade. Train some people in the area to do that. They have a key, you lock up the place with the hoses, and you open up and you put up and water could get the other fire before the fire brigade come. Because the fire brigade take a long time to reach. Okay. In any case, All right. Build that area. Get some hose, 1,000 feet hose or what the case will be, put in an area high just will be on the spot there. you have the hose and the hydrant right on the spot. So when they're in the fire and open, so train people do it, and you do it all along. That is important in any case. Depending on the fire, be too long to come in a fire, you know.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, bless them.
Thank you, caller. All right, someone says, Mr. Bernard Francois in the UK says, many thanks to Debbie, the swim instructor, for supporting the people of Grenada. And it's coming from Bernard Francois. Thank you, Bernard. Let's go back to the telephone line. Good morning, caller.
Morning, Mr. Joseph. How are you doing, sir?
I am alive and thankful. How you do?
They easy.
You have your task cut out for you, boy.
But yeah, it's been very, very crazy this week. I mean, the amount of stuff I left undone yesterday evening.
Yeah.
And that is why I'm calling.
But you have my number. Call me. I take in work, you know.
Well, maybe you should take this job, the one I'm giving now, because I have noticed there are several Carista 2024 Facebook pages. I do not know which one is the real one. I am not even clear on if they are going to be streaming live free online. Now, what I do know is this, Mr. Joseph. We see what is happening. You know what ransomware is. So I would not be surprised if over the next few days, a lot of these pages, especially if they're fake, would start pushing, click the link to see the games for free. Some Grenadians wanting to see the games for free, if will click the link, they may end up infecting their devices. And small, medium, and large companies in Grenada need to be aware that come Tuesday, these employees are going to be coming back into your workplace, into your IT infrastructure, and you could find yourself in a lot of problems. My call is for whoever is managing the Carista page 2024 for these games to please identify the genuine page to the public. Please do that. You can simply send out blast messages, text messages using Flow and Digicel, where you send the genuine link to all Grenadians. So if they need to visit the page, they just click and it gets directly there, right? But I believe we need to do this, or we may end up in a bigger mess than what we've seen for the last few days. Mr. Joseph, you could take the job if you want. I don't know who is in charge of that, but hey, listen.
Yeah.
When your neighbor's house is on fire, you wet yours.
Listen, Gabriel, do you think that the Grenada society is really taking the time that we into consideration? I don't think so. This is a cyber age and people not coming to terms with it.
Well, I hope after not being able to access their funds for the last few days, they've started listening and paying attention. Because what we need to understand is these bad actors, when they smell blood in the water, they will show up in their numbers. Look at what happened in Trinidad. Trinidad was under fire for the greater part of last year, all right? From water to TSTT to the NIS and so forth, right? We need to ensure that we put what we need to put in place to try as much as possible to minimize the impact of these attacks and to mitigate where we can. Grenadians have to pay attention, because oftentimes it's not IT that mess up, It's the uninformed person in the system that creates hell for everybody else. Somebody might click a link looking for a Carista game this weekend and bring it into one of these organizations, and next week maybe it's not money we would not be able to access, but maybe it's a whole heap of our health information or what that may end up in the hands of people we would not want it in.
Could be the hospital.
Right. Yeah. So Carista people, you need to do better. We need to do better. And we have to understand that moving forward, a lot of the processes that we were comfortable or being comfortable with, these things have to be revisited, and we have to make adjustments for the times we're in. And we're not even talking AI yet.
Right. Thanks, bro.
All right, man.
I'll keep pushing it, okay?
Take the job. Later.
All right. Okay, folks, it's 7 minutes away from 8 o'clock. We take a final commercial break, and we'll come back and do the wrap momentarily. Don't you go anywhere.
My name is Alimaka Motley. I've been here doing nails since 2017. Me being self-employed, I have realized that paying the NIS it benefits me now and even when I retire. By the time I'm 65, I will be receiving contributions back from NIS. So I benefit because I'm self-employed. Anything can happen. If anything happens to you while you're at work, you've got a bad cold, you have the COVID, you have dengue, we have all these diseases that's plaguing us at the moment. NIS will be giving you back some form of money when you're ill. So I would encourage all small business persons to sign up with NIS now.
Enjoy sweet savings at Quartz with up to 40% off selected items. Save $750 on the LG 50-inch WebOS Smart LED TVs. Save $1,000 on the Oster 20 cubic feet side-by-side fridges. Save $1,650 on the Loris living room suite and $400 on the Restonic Comfort Care Pillow Top Queen mattress. Get what you need and pay now or later with Quartz Ready Finance. It's too sweet to resist. Indulge at Quartz. Bring in value home. Special conditions apply. Offers end March 23rd, 2024.
On Saturday, May 4th, there will be a shift on the island as the biggest grilling fest in Grenada moves to the big parish. The Maggie King of the Grill competition is at Progress Park, St. Andrew. Come taste the most sumptuous creations from the grill as top chefs and food enthusiasts showcase their culinary skills. Maggie King of the Grill is a festival like no other with live soca music, fun attractions, and games for the entire family. Then from 6 p.m., get a chance to win up to $5,000 cash and bingo. Interested vendors and grillers should call 456-3454 to register before March 31st. It's the Maggie King of the Grill competition at Progress Park, St. Andrew. Gates open from 12 noon. Bring your appetite and stay tuned to this station for more details.
We say, yeah, GBN we say, arts and culture living, yeah. Rock the box we say, I'm telling you, rock the box, rock the box, rock the box we say, I'm telling you, rock the box, rock the box, rock the box we say, we'll be jamming here on a Thursday. I want you to control your anger. There's a way to feel better. That's one thing to remember. No matter where you are, you can be a star. Stop and take a deep breath and relax yourself. Take another deep breath and relax it, and relax it. Eliminate violence.
All right, it's 3 minutes away from 8 o'clock, and that's the time we have left in the program this morning. I, want to, come off the bat and say thank you very much again to Deb Eastwood for coming and, enlightening us as to what is happening as it relates to Swim Grenada 2024. All right, it starts on Tuesday, and you heard the locations, 18 locations it has grown to. All right, and I think it's a great idea to just come and be a part of this. All right. Yep. So that's it. Yep. Let me see. Let's accommodate a call. Good morning.
Yourself. After work, check me after work now. Hello.
Hi.
You check me after work. I'll book out anything.
Where are you based?
Panaka, where I live?
Okay.
Yeah, check one talk.
You have a book for me?
A long time I get a book to learn, to read about the world financially, what's going on in the world, outside the world to communicate.
Okay.
I don't know communicate,
All right.
There's sick thing with this computer system man put itself in,
Okay.
Yeah, man, study that good.
All right.
To the hacking, you see, our credit union now going to the modern system, but they ain't really secure yet.
Okay.
So people penetrate them and rob the money inside them. They say, boss man, I think deadly. There was a computer system there, boss man. There was phone there,
Okay.
So check me on them.
All right, cool. All right. Thank you very much, caller. And that concludes the program for this morning. Thank you very much for participating. All those of you who participated one way or the other. And I will be with you tomorrow. I don't know how, if we will have the televised component to the program, but I will be with you tomorrow morning if the good Lord spare our lives. Until then, be good to yourself. Have a great day. Be productive. Be positive. I love you.